Hey everybody out there, Chris and Mike here, and welcome back to another Dark Avenger Comic Book review. And guys, the books we are talking about this week were released from Marvel Comics first of all, and they came out the week of July 23rd, 2014. One more week left of this month, and it's going to be a short week next week because next week's the 5th week. However, for the first time in history, or at least for this, first time ever in these reviews, we only have 5 books. From Marvel. A lot from DC. You guys are going to be seeing a lot from DC in the next video. We're shooting Marvel first. But there's 5 books only. 4 Original Sin tie-ins. Everything else, well, the only other book is this book right here. Yep. But this is the only book that actually just left Original Sin.
And that would be All New Invaders, issue number 8. The comic book is really 50-50. Like, it's mostly talking, but in an interesting way. Like, it's building up to like something like, first of all, Jim Hammond has joined S.H.I.E.L.D. and he has a talk with Phil Coulson, who actually wants to thank him for saving his grandfather's life during the whole German war that happened, and he wanted to thank him for that. However, though, there seems to be something wrong with his friend Thomas Raymond, which gets in a little bit more detail as the story continues. So both him and Namor are like gonna find out about his old sidekick and what happened. By the way, here's some artwork, which is drawn very nicely, and it's really just all about Thomas Raymond and like how they met each other and the S.H.I.E.L.D. Because they think of all that. When they go to the secret bases, like, excuse me, Winter Soldier comes in and tells them that it's a trap because they don't know what they're going to be dealing with of all the East German terrorists. And they have a really cool action that happens in this, but let's just say at the end, and should I spoil? I don't know if I should spoil. Well, I should really, because it's been out there. We get the Deathlocks at the end of this comic issue, and that is to be continued in the next All New Invaders. So after seeing that, it lets me say, okay, the beginning was a little bit boring, but it makes me want to come back for the next issue to see Deathlock, because believe me, Deathlock is really one of those people that I haven't seen in a while in Marvel. We're now in the Original Sin tie-in, starting with DeadPool issue number 32. This comic was Book of the Week from Original Sin, or Book of the Week in Marvel in general. And the next issue is going to be concluded, and from what I hear, there's going to be no more Deadpools after that. I was going to drop it anyway after Original Sin. So, Deadpool is going for his daughter Ellis to, find her from what we saw in the last comic issue. Both Ellis and, I forgot what his name was, I think Walter, they're trying to run away from these people who want to kill them. Meanwhile, I keep forgetting her name, Dazzler, along with Deadpool's wife, are fighting off the demons, or vampires, so to say. And I want to just show some artwork. It's really bloody, though, I'll tell you that.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, so I don't know what to show. It's all, like this one's okay. Basically, the whole issue is just Deadpool trying to save Ellis from, all that's going on, and Deadpool does his Deadpool stuff, and that's really all I can say. Like, they go to Preston where they find out about the whole robot thing, and with so much that's going on with these people in the white masks, I forgot what they were at the moment, but, Also, Ellis's adoptive father dies in this issue, and that's really the long and short of it. So now, it's up to Deadpool to conclude what's going on and see what happens from there, but it's really good, and I guess Marvel listened to me when I was going to drop it to be concluded. But, yeah.
Daredevil issue number 6. Original Sin has officially happened now. And as always, the book starts off with what happened in Original Sin, I believe issue number 3, where the Orb did the thing with the Watcher's Eye, and then everybody... Oh, it's going to be in every book. It's in Spider-Man too.
Oh, so, God. Amazing.
Prepare for that. So what did Daredevil see? Spoiler alert here. So if you don't want to be spoiled, wait to fast forward the video when you see I put the book down. You know the drill, guys. So, we find out that Daredevil's dad beat the mother.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And that's why the mother initially ran away. And you see Daredevil in front of his dad's grave. He takes mud and puts it over a good man. Because now he knows that his father was a wife beater, basically. He never found out why his mom left. And then he later on found out that his mother was actually a nun at this church. So he goes to this church, and it turns out the mother was imprisoned.
Wow.
But why? And the mother explained, we didn't do anything wrong. We were just there was this base, this army base, and there was a lot of chemical warfare testing going on. So they spray painted the walls, and all of a sudden they're brought up in front of a jury, and they're arrested. No answer why, and Daredevil, obviously Matt Murdock is a lawyer, tries to find out what the hell's going on and why. And he's going crazy because this is his mother.
Right. And
he's still having the visions of what he saw during the whole Original Sin thing. Finally, he finds out that it has something to do with Wakanda, and he goes into this, the embassy, the Wakanda embassy, and there's some dirty, twisted things going on there. You want to know what it is? You're going to have to read the book for yourself, because that's what leads into this huge fight between Daredevil and the people there. And let's just say things aren't looking good for Daredevil's mom, because they knew Matt was poking his nose around where it didn't belong. And the mother, along with the other 2 nuns that were with her, were already put on a plane to Wakanda, because it turns out the base, I will spoil this, the base was where Wakanda's armies, and they're working together with the U.S. military with something that I can't say because you got to read the book to find out what. But they're going on trial and will be tried at Wakanda, and the Black Panther is no longer the king, so he can't just go pull a favor with his friend.
And this time I read this book from Original Sin, Thor and Loki, the 10th Realm, issue number 2.
And this time I didn't read it at all. So I didn't touch it.
Just said that.
No, I didn't read it. Last time I did, remember.
To be honest, Chris, I don't know. I don't know if I should find this, like, boring or very boring. Because, like, first of all, like, it really...
You heard what happened now. Angela's getting her own series.
The Thor book.
No, Angela's getting her own series. No,
her own series.
Period.
That's it.
Right. So, this could be promoting it. I don't know.
Well, we do get the Guardians of the Galaxy who show up in the beginning of the book.
Because they were the ones that found Angela and the ones that...
And, I'm trying to...
She's been with.
Yeah, and Gamora hears the voice from Loki, the evil one, to say, you know, that I have the doorway home and you could get out of there, and she does, leaving her other team behind. Meanwhile, in the 10th realm, where Thor and the good Loki, or I guess young Loki, I should say, like, they're just, like, the artwork changed in, like, a little bit more of a sketch-like.
Old Loki is going to kill young Loki at some point. Everybody's going to be shocked at that, and I'm not going to be, because I already can see it coming.
Yeah, and the Nothing Ones were invaded, and Thor, Loki, and the rest are fighting them off. And the Queen of Angels actually makes an appearance and says that how the barrier's broken, and, you know, the other realms and stuff like that. You know, like, she just talks about basically what they are and what they're doing. And they're telling her that the Asgardians are here, but there's 2, or was there 1? Like
2.
Yeah, like
and Thor. There's 2.
Yeah, but she says that there's only 1 left because Loki, obviously being mischievous, during the battle he leaving Thor to fight all by himself.
Stupid.
I know, and yeah, so that's where she said, "One, my liege, you know, the small one vanished." So basically, he gets to the Queen of Angels, and they have like a bit of a talk, which if you want to find out what it is, you'll definitely have to read the book because it relates to the sister. And yeah, Thor encounters with somebody in the end of this comic book, and he's going to have to fight her. And that's to be continued. So I don't know. I'm just not really not a fan of the artwork because the artwork was okay, but the story's a little bit meh, kinda. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but that's just my opinion. But maybe the next issue will be better. Who knows?
And then finally this week, literally, we only gone about 10 minutes. Original Sin Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. Same beginning. So let's get that out of the way right off the bat. Pete's testing some security stuff that he's going to be putting into the new jail, and that's when the Omega Alert happens, and then that's when Original Sin happens. I'm not going to repeat myself. What does Pete see, though? Pete finds out that there was another spider person, or another person bit by the spider.
That's ridiculous. How could there be another spider
I don't know,
person?
but Ezekiel, you remember Ezekiel?
Yep, I remember.
He finds this girl because she can't control her powers, and he takes her and he locks her up, and we don't know why. But it's for the good of the world.
Okay.
And if you read what was it? There was a note here. Amazing Spider-Man coming home. Ezekiel wanted to do the same thing with Pete, but didn't. So Pete now knows where her name is Cindy Moon is, aka Silk. We find out she's Silk later on. So he goes in and he gets this pre-recorded message from Ezekiel saying, Pete, I know it's you, I have these scanners, yada yada, you know, the whole comic book lingo thing. And he's like, there was a reason I've kept this from you, and then as he's explaining, Pete's like, I'm done listening to you, breaks the monitor, frees Cindy. Somebody feels that she's now free and knows where she is. We don't know who that is yet, but basically the great hunt begins. So that's going to lead into something later on down the road. But she's afraid that, what was his name? Morloon? I have no idea. No, this was something that happened in the past because Pete's fought him.
Either that or I forgot.
Pete fought him before. Anyway, she's afraid because Morloon will find her. And Pete's like, I already beat him. He's done. And it's over. She's like, really? I'm free? And he's like, yeah, and then she's ready to jump out of the bunker, but before she does that, Pete's like, you gotta do something, you can't just go out like that, and that's when the whole superhero costume thing happens. And, yeah, basically her and Spidey are just swinging around town. She's loving being free, and the first thing she wants to do is find her parents. Something's going on with Black Cat, read the book for yourself. She finds out that her parents moved away, and that's when the weird ending happened. That's where Spidey, I'm going to just say this, Spidey admitted that he fought Morloon more than once and beat him more than once. So basically, even she says, so basically he can come back. You just doomed us all. Everything I've done for nothing. And she's a lot, no. And she's a lot stronger and faster.
I did not see that.
Okay. She's a lot stronger and faster than Spider-Man. It is to note also that she's a lot stronger and faster than him. And there is a flashback to, for those of you that don't remember, when Madam Web told Spider-Man, you don't have to be Spider-Man anymore, you can step down right now, and there's somebody in the web that can take your spot, no problem. She's out there. Remember we said we're going to find out one day who she is? And this is where you find out who she is after Superior Spider-Man. So anyway, her and him get into a little fight, but the ending is not them fighting. Let's just say
just read it.
You gotta read it for yourself. The ending had me laughing.
It had me laughing too. I was like, wow.
It's hilarious. It was a funny ending, but I feel like that was a little rushed. But then again, you never know.
Much?
You never know what could be. You never know how they're gonna explain this.
That is true. So we have to wait and see.
It was a really good issue, though. I did like it. I did really enjoy it. I'm just happy Pete's back at this point. And guys, that's it for Marvel. I mean, 5 books. Next is going to be DC. We got a big stack of books for DC, so look forward to a long DC review. So until next time, everybody, don't forget to check out comic-related and Comic Frontline and Zone4Podcast.com. We are your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Feel free to leave your comments below, likes, dislikes, anything you'd like to say about any of the books we reviewed here. Any recommendations for books you'd like us to see us do? I know there were a bunch of Marvel books this week, but guys, Marvel wants to do $5.99 and $3.99 books. This is what's going to happen to Marvel, one by one. Only the really good books or the books that we're really interested in are going to be the ones we read. However, I'm sure next week I think it's going to flux back to where we're about even with Marvel and DC, hopefully. So, till then, guys. Oh, and your comments also, of course, will be heard on this Friday's weekly comic book haul.
All right.
So, until next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and we'll see you guys in the next review.
Later, everybody.